Mr. Speaker, the issue of trade has been much discussed in the current political season. Candidates all across the political spectrum are twisting the facts and telling half-truths in an effort to confuse the American people. The reality is that trade has afforded American workers and businesses the opportunity to sell the products they make all over the world, and it has reduced the cost of goods for all American consumers. Trade has lifted millions out of poverty and has contributed to the proliferation of American values and the advancement of our interests. South Florida being the gateway to the Americas, our community knows the many benefits of robust trade policies. However, free trade must also be fair trade, and American workers and companies should not be at an unfair disadvantage. Many citizens have contacted my office complaining about Chinese practices that do not allow Americans to compete. Even strong U.S. allies are guilty of such practices. An example is Australia's Personal Property Security Act. Because of this law, U.S. companies that lease assets in Australia are at peril of losing them. This notion is contrary to the elemental right to own and conduct international business, as well as the fundamental right to the due process and equal treatment, both of which are key principles of justice in virtually all nations in the Western world. At least one Florida company has been aggrieved by this law, and it's important we discuss these issues while we finalize trade negotiations. Those of us who believe the Trans-Pacific Partnership has the potential to be a powerful policy instrument that will benefit America's economy and increase our influence in the world also hope that it will level the playing field for American workers and entrepreneurs and address the policies and practices that give trade a bad name. I look forward to following this issue very closely as negotiations continue. With that, Mr. Speaker, I yield back.